Hello and welcome to English for Everyone, where we practice real-life American English. Today we're going to learn to avoid some important mistakes, so let's get started. First, this is not correct.
Are those coffee beans or coffee grounds?
These are coffee grounds because I don't have my mill, my coffee mill.
I don't have my mull? My coffee mull? What is she talking about? She's talking about this. This is a coffee mill. Not a coffee mull, but a coffee mill. We have to use the I sound like this is. Mill plus the dark L. This is a coffee mill. And this is a coffee grinder. When they're electric, you usually call them coffee grinders. And this is a pepper mill. Pronunciation, mill. Use the I sound plus the dark L. Mill, not mull, but mill. This is a pepper mill. You use it to grind pepper on your food. Let's practice. Is this a pepper mill? That's right, this is a pepper mill. So we see words like this, one-syllable words like kill, mill, pill. Use the I sound plus the dark L, ill. But what about these words? We do not say ill with these words. They're different. And keep watching until the end of this video for a full explanation and to practice more. Let's watch another clip.
Ooh, it's brisk out here. Let's go to the lake.
Brisk? He said it's brisk? And he shows this picture of a woman who looks very cold. But brisk does not mean very cold. You say it's brisk when it's pleasantly cool. It's stimulating, invigorating. It gives you energy. It's a positive thing. But this woman is suffering. She is extremely cold. You cannot say it's brisk here. Brisk is different. So it's brisk in fall, and it's cold in winter. Let's practice. Is it brisk in winter or fall? That's right, it's brisk in fall. It's cold in winter. This is also not correct.
Lessons are practical. They focus on real-life skills like travel, health conversations, and real-life chats you actually use. I do not feel good. Let's call Ava. Hey Ava, I really don't feel good. I think I have seasickness, so I want you to help me practice for when I go to the pharmacy.
What exactly are you feeling right now?
Right now, I'm just feeling very nauseous.
I cannot pronounce the word nauseous. It is not nauseous. It's nauseous. Nauseous. Use the sh sound like in shoes and fish. Sh, sh. Nauseous. And the short sound, us. Nauseous. Not nauseous, it's pronounced nauseous. Example, he feels sick. He feels nauseous. He feels like he's going to vomit. That's nauseous. Let's practice. Does he feel nauseous? That's right, he feels nauseous. Not nauseous, but nauseous. This is also not correct.
So that's an empty pool. You see the pool's empty and that slide slides into the pool.
The slide slides into the pool? The slide does not slide into the pool. The slide goes into the pool. And the children slide into the pool. You cannot say the slide slides into the pool. This is not correct. Let's practice. Does the slide go into the pool? That's right, the slide goes into the pool. Is the girl sliding into the pool? That's right, the girl is sliding into the pool. Do the kids like sliding into the pool? That's right, the kids like sliding into the pool. So remember, the slide does not slide. The slide goes into the pool. And the kids slide into the pool. This is also not correct.
Okay guys, I want to make s'mores. I have my marshmallows here and my chocolate cookie here. I've got my s'more here. The rule is always 1 cracker and 4 marshmallows.
And my chocolate cookie? It's a bag of cookies. It's not 1 cookie. He has his marshmallows and his cookies, not in his cookie. Let's watch that again.
I have my marshmallows here and my chocolate cookie here. I've got my s'more here. The rule is always 1 cracker and 4 marshmallows.
Wait, he said it's a cracker. Is it a cookie or is it a cracker? It cannot be both. Cookies are different from crackers. Example, these are crackers. They're not sweet. And you can put cheese on crackers. You don't put cheese on cookies. You put cheese on crackers. And these are cookies. And you put sprinkles on cookies because they're sweet. So crackers are not sweet and cookies are sweet. They are different. Example, these cookies have sprinkles on them. And these crackers have cheese on them. Let's practice. Do the cookies have sprinkles on them? That's right, the cookies have sprinkles on them. And the crackers, do they have cheese on them? That's right, the crackers have cheese on them. This is also not correct.
So we should get off like Moose, Muskrat North, and then this is the beginning of town. You can walk through town.
We should get off like Moose, Muskrat North? We say get off at. We need to use at after get off. Whether you're getting off a trail or getting off a bus or a subway or a train, we need at. Example, she's getting off at Union Station. I cannot say she's getting off like Union Station. I need at. She's getting off at Union Station. Let's practice. Where is she getting off? Is she getting off at Union Station? That's right, she's getting off at Union Station. This is also not correct.
4 million people per year travel to Banff, which is a lot.
I would believe that. And we're on the off season now, so.
I cannot say we're on the off season now. When you talk about off season, we have to say in. We're in the off season now. I cannot say we're on the off season. When you talk about seasons, use in, not on. Example, in winter, in spring, in summer, in fall. These are seasons and we use in. Now let's talk about off season. Example, a beach resort. If you go there in the summer, it's very busy. But if you go there in the winter, it's not busy. This is the off season. And things are usually cheaper in the off season. Not on the off season, but in the off season. Let's practice. Is it usually cheaper in the off season? That's right, it's usually cheaper in the off season. Let's watch another clip.
And how's your
Cheers.
coffee? That's a strong coffee or what?
It's strong. That's why I can only drink a normal cup. So this is an 8 ounce.
This is a 8 ounce? That doesn't sound right. Because it isn't right. I cannot say this is a 8 ounce. You can say this is an 8 ounce cup, but not this is a 8 ounce. This is an 8 ounce cup. An 8 ounce cup. This is an 8 ounce cup. And remember, not ounces. We use a singular noun here because it's describing the cup. This is an 8 ounce cup. It's half a pint. Let's practice. Is this an 8 ounce cup? That's right, this is an 8 ounce cup. It's half a pint. Thank you for watching and keep watching for more. First, we look at these words. Kill, fill. We use the short I sound like this is, because the word has one syllable. And that syllable is stressed because there's only one. We use the short I sound. Kill, fill, plus the dark L. And what about until? It's the same sound because the stress is on the second syllable. Until has 2 syllables, but the stress is on the second syllable, so we use the I sound like this is. Until. But what about this word? Is it pencil? No, it's not. It is not pronounced with the I sound because the stress is on the first syllable. The second syllable is not stressed, so we do not use the I sound. We use a different sound. We use the sound o, like in water bottle or muscle, castle. Again, the word is pronounced pencil. Not pencil, but penciled. Is the closed, relaxed sound plus the dark L, o, pencil. Don't say pencil, say pencil. Why? Because the stress is not on the syllable before the L. That's why it's not pronounced ill, it's pronounced o. Pencil. So we look at this word. Is it April? No, it's not, because the stress is on the first syllable, ape. The second syllable, ol, is not stressed, so we do not say April, we say April, ol. Use the closed sound, ol, like muscle and castle. April. And these are lentils. Not lentils, but lentils. Again, the stress is on the first syllable, so we do not say ill, we say o. That syllable is not stressed. These are green lentils. I like all lentils. They come in many different colors, and I like all of them. There's red lentils, yellow lentils, all kinds of different lentils. Let's practice. What colored lentils do you like? Very good. And this word is civil. Not civil, but civil. Again, the stress is on the first syllable, so the second syllable is not stressed. We cannot say ill, we say o, civil. For example, the Civil War. In the United States, we had a civil war. And the Civil War was back in the 1800s. It was a long time ago. Let's practice. When was the Civil War? Was it a long time ago? That's right, the Civil War was a long time ago. Again, not civil, but civil. But what if I change the word to civilian? Well, now the stress changes. The stress is on the second syllable, so we use the short I sound. Like this is. Civilian. I'm a civilian. I'm not in the military. So I am a regular, ordinary civilian. What about you? Are you a normal civilian? Very good. And this word is basil. Use the long A sound for the first syllable, like say and day, bay, basil. The S makes the Z sound, like zebra. Make a vibration. Use your voice. Z, basil. Again, not basil, but basil, because the stress is on the first syllable, not the second one. And this is basil. It's a fresh herb. I love basil. I love to put fresh basil in my pasta. What about you? Do you cook with fresh basil? Very good. And he is the devil. Not the devil, but the devil. Use the closed sound. Again, the stress is on the first syllable. This is the devil. If I use the word devil, I have to use the article the. He's the devil. But if I call him Satan, I don't say the Satan. I just say Satan. That's his name. He's Satan. Or I can say he is the devil. And I can use this word, evil. Again, it's not evil, it's evil. The stress is on the first syllable. And I can say the devil is evil. Let's practice. Is the devil good or evil? That's right, the devil is evil, if you believe in that kind of thing. And this is a fossil. We have a double S, we use the true S sound. Fossil. Use the open ah sound, like hot and stop, for the O. Fa, fossil. Again, not fossil, but fossil. The stress is on the first syllable. The second syllable is not stressed, so it's O-O. Like muscle and castle. Fossil. So we can use fossil as a name brand. I have a fossil watch or a fossil wallet. But it's also a thing. This is a fossil. It's a plant or animal imprinted on a rock from like 1 million years ago. That's a fossil. So let's practice. What is this thing? Is this a fossil? That's right, this is a fossil. And these are utensils. Not utensils, but utensils. Now we have a word with 3 syllables. We stress the second syllable. Utensils. Again, the third syllable is not stressed, so we cannot say ill. We have to say o. Utensil. 1 utensil and 2 utensils. You can call this silverware. It's not countable, so I don't say silverwares. It's just silverware. But if I use the word utensil, it's countable. I have to put an S if I have more than one. So I say, this is silverware, or I say, these are utensils. Let's practice. Is this silverware? That's right, this is silverware. Are these utensils? That's right, these are utensils. And this is the city council. It's the government for the city. We call it the city council. And the city council makes decisions for the city. Again, not council, but council. The stress is on the first syllable. The second syllable is not stressed, so we don't say ill, we say o. Council. The city council makes decisions for the city. Let's practice. What does the city council do? Does the city council make decisions for the city? That's right, the city council makes decisions for the city. That's what they do. They're the city government. Now we see this word, tranquil, tranquil. Again, the stress is on the first syllable, so we don't say tranquil, we say tranquil. Let's talk about the A sound. We don't say tranquil. We don't use the A sound like black cat. We use the long A sound like pay and say. Tranquil. Because you have the k sound together. We use the long A. Tranquil. But if I look at this word, this is tranquility. It changes because the IL is the stressed syllable. So we pronounce it I like this is. Tranquility. Tranquility. That's the noun. I love tranquility. And this lake is very tranquil. Tranquil. Relaxing. It's tranquil. Let's practice. Is this lake very tranquil? That's right, the lake is very tranquil. Now we look at this word, pupil. It's not pupil because the stress is on the first syllable. It's pupil, pupil. And it's a student. A student can be called a pupil. Use the long U sound like you, pupil. A student can be called a pupil, but it's not very common, so we won't practice with that one. But the word pupil can be used to refer to the black dot in the center of your eye. That is also called your pupil. And sometimes when people go to the eye doctor, they have to get their pupils dilated. I hate doing that. It is horrible. Let's practice. Have you ever had your pupils dilated? Very good. And this is an anvil. Again, not an anvil, it's called an anvil. The first syllable is not stressed, so we cannot say anvil. It's anvil. Use the relaxed close sound. This is an anvil. And a long time ago, blacksmiths used anvils to form steel. A long time ago, it was very common. Now, not so much. But that's what it's called. It's called an anvil. Let's practice. What is this thing called? Is it called an anvil? That's right, it's called an anvil. Not an anvil, but an anvil. Now let's look at this word. This word is peril. Not peril, but peril. The stress is on the first syllable. And what is peril? Peril means danger. It's not very common, but you might see it in a warning about a movie. A movie for kids that's not for young kids. They say strong peril, like dangerous situations. Peril means danger. Again, it's not peril, it's peril. So I can say the movie is rated PG for strong peril. Dangerous situations. Maybe not good for small children who are 1 or 2 years old. Let's practice. Why is the movie rated PG? Is it for strong peril? That's right, it's for strong peril. And what is this thing? It's not a mouse. It's not a hamster. It's a gerbil. Not a gerbil, but a gerbil. The stress is on the first syllable. This is a gerbil. It's like a hamster, but it has a longer tail. This is a gerbil. It's a common pet in the United States. You can buy one at the pet store. Let's practice. What is this animal? What is it called? That's right, it's called a gerbil. and is very common in pet stores in the United States. And the last word today is this one, nostril. The O makes the open ah sound, like hot and stop, na, nostril. The TR makes the chicken sound, plus the R sound, chur, nostril. Again, the IL does not make the ill sound because it's not stressed. It makes the ol sound, nostril. I have one nostril. No, I have two nostrils. Nostrils are the holes in your nose. Let's practice. Do people have 3 nostrils or 2 nostrils? That's right, people have 2 nostrils. I've never seen anybody with 3 nostrils. That would be weird. So remember, if it's one syllable, it is pronounced I, like this is. Examples, kill, fill. If the stress is on the second syllable, we use the same sound, like until. The stress is on the second syllable, so we use the I sound like this is, until. But if you look at a word like pencil, the stress is on the first syllable. It is not pronounced ill, it is pronounced ol. Pencil. Not pencil, but pencil. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, subscribe to our channel. And if you want to become a member, click the join button. And we'll see you next time.